you want to know about. Taylor brings energy, life, and honesty to her teammates. Her ability to hold them accountable while also making them laugh as get through the bard is a special quality that she has. the regular season finale for both of these teams. The Turbo women hosting Holy Cross today. Both teams are 11-8 in conference play. The winner of this one will get the 6 seed, be on the road in the conference tournament on Tuesday night. Loser will be the 7 or the 8 potentially. Talk about that in one more detail when we get a chance here. The Hawks 13-13 overall. Holy Cross 15-12 overall. Pretty even matchup in terms of records. Ball in the air and opening tap controlled by Tekla Foley and the V-Hawks. 3 Marley Hughes, 2 Chloe Oth, 20 is Nora Tucker, 33 Carly Drew, 10 as we mentioned is Tekla Foley. Tucker tries the corner to Turner, down to 10 to shoot. Leans in and a little layup for Tucker, no good, got her own rebound however. Nice feed to a cutting Hughes, but deflected and stolen by 11 Allie Caldwell. 30 is Caden Hanley, 22 is Audrey Talent. I mentioned Caldwell, 10 Lily Toppin, 2 Brock Bitterman. Something has wrong at the table with the clock. We've got some issue of some sort with the clock here. Doesn't look like it on the board. 9:19 remaining and no score. 3 officials here. The one right now at the table, hopefully getting everything squared away quickly is Ben Leibel. Robert Shield is the other gentleman over there by the table, and the gentleman underneath the basket is Jerry Sample. Teams will go to their benches here. Get a pregnant pause, 41 seconds in. 6 seniors here for Viterbo playing their last regular season home game. Taylor Jacobson, Ashley Nikolai, Lydia Niederstadt, Susanna Pasak, Gina Stefferud, and Abby Ward. Taylor from Bangor. I know her personally, coached her older brother in baseball. Getting to be a while ago now and getting to be 8 seasons ago. But Niederstadt is from Rochester. Ward is from Marshall, Wisconsin, which is just east of Madison. Nikolai is from Melrose. Pasak is from, as long as I got the time here, we're going to try and not butcher the town that she's from. Zagorzalek, Poland? Well, we'll see how we do on that. I'll find out probably after the fact at some point. What did I miss here? Stefferud, Jacobs, and I missed Stefferud. Gina Stefferud's from Champlin, Minnesota, up near the cities. And whatever issue we're having with the clock, we haven't been able to fix it yet there. Wynn Tully's former assistant here in this women's program, and I'm kind of the athletic event administrator, and she's working on things over there. I'm guessing it got stuck there. They've been doing game. There's times over the years when I've been doing games on PA where the clock will get stuck, and yeah, right now they're trying to start things with the little hand timer. It's like they're replacing the hand timer. You push the button on the scoreboard, they've got a little kind of a handheld device you can keep quickly turn the clock on and off. And it looks like that's the issue they're trying to fix, and they're trying to start it and restart it. It's not starting at all. So we get to the 4 factors. Actually, let's talk about the first meeting. These two teams did play earlier this year. Holy Cross won at home December 13th, so that was more than 2 months ago now. 78-71. V-Hawks were up 3 at the half, but got outscored by 9 in the third quarter and ended up losing. So down 6 after 3 and ended up losing by 7. Tucker had 16 for the V-Hawks in that game, so was 3 of 5 from deep. Tekla Foley had 11 and 10, had 4 steals, couple of blocks as well. Lauren Gadel had 14 in the game. We're not aware of what was up with Lauren Gadel when we did the game on Wednesday night. Talking to Jordan Scar before the ball game, torn ACL out for the season is Lauren Gadel. And she is a junior, so there would be some chance she would be able to return at some point next season. Oth, who's now starting since that injury to Gadel, had 7 rebounds, played all 40 minutes. And Marley Hughes had 5 assists in that game, played all 40 minutes. Allie Caldwell, who is the leading scorer for Holy Cross, 23 in the first meeting, 7 of 10 from 2-point range. Sincere Coleman Francis, she had 17 and 10 in that game, 6 of 8 from 2-point range, 3 steals. Caden Hanley, who's among the top players in the conference in assists, actually leads the conference in assists as I look through my notes here. She had 13, was 3 of 4 from 2-point range, 4 of 4 from the line. St. Francis is a very good, Holy Cross, I should say, very good team shooting from the line. They're shooting 73% from the line this year, so get into a late foul and hope situation. Probably not going to work out well for Viterbo. Hanley also had 6 rebounds in that first game, and Audrey Talent, actually, that is, who is among the top players in the conference in assists. Had 9 assists in that game. Does lead the league in assists, 4th in the league in steals. Hanley, bigger girl inside, 5'9" forward. A couple of double-doubles for her, and a Player of the Week honors for her earlier in the season. Had 26 and 12 in a game that particular week. Holy Cross outshot them in the first game, 52-43. V-Hawks were better in all the other areas you kind of look at, though. Out-rebounded them 13-7 offensive glass, committed 1 fewer turnover. 12 turnovers to Holy Cross's 13. And got to the foul line more in that game, got there 19 times. St. Francis got there 14. So it seems like one of those games in which Viterbo shoots it well, they should be in decent shape. 8 ties and 9 lead changes in that first game. So had a tight one when we were here Wednesday night and kind of expecting a tight one here this afternoon. Head coach for Holy Cross, Tim Robbins. He's in his 7th season. We mentioned Caldwell as their leading scorer. 4th in the conference in scoring and 4th in the conference in free throw percentage. She is as I scramble through the notes here, is an 82% foul shooter. On the flip side, Holy Cross, not a very good three-point shooting team. They only shoot 29% from 3. They do not have a player who has taken more than 3 threes the whole season, who is better than 1 of 3 from three-point range, which is kind of the minimum standard you're looking to get to. All right, looks like they got close to the clock fix here because they're running some time off and they're making sure everything works properly. And they get right now they got it running, but they see if they can get it stopped. That would pose a bigger problem. Looks like they brought in a backup scoreboard of some sort. So, yeah, they unplugged the old scoreboard. We're going to plug a new scoreboard in here. Going to be a couple more minutes before we get back to some action. 4 factors. We did talk about the fact they played the first time, so that carries a lot of weight. But 4 factors. Holy Cross is the slightly better shooting team on the season at 40.9%. V-Hawks shooting 40.2% for the season. V-Hawks better offensive rebounding team, almost 16 a game. Holy Cross about 13 a game. V-Hawks turn it over a little bit less, but that's pretty even. V-Hawks at 16.8. Holy Cross turns it over 17.4 a game. Holy Cross not only makes a lot, they do get to the line pretty well. Almost 21 attempts a game. V-Hawks at about 15 a game. Mentioned the records. Holy Cross, since that first meeting, 6-6 in conference play and 8-6 overall. So not like they've played poorly late and have gotten better, or played well early and haven't gotten better. So a fairly consistent team, a little bit above 500 in most of the season. So let's talk about those seniors a little bit while we have a chance here. 6 seniors, as we said: Taylor Jacobson, Ashley Nikolai, Lydia Niederstadt, Susanna Pasak, Gina Stefferud, Abby Ward. Comments from head coach Jordan Scar. We'll read as many as we can and maybe get some of these other ones in throughout the course of the ballgame. On Taylor Jacobson, brings energy, life, and honesty to her teammates. Her ability to hold them accountable while also making them laugh and get through the hard is a special quality that she has. She creates relationships and connection that go well beyond the court. A very compassionate individual. Ashley Nikolai, every program needs an Ashley Nikolai, someone who's committed to their team and committed to themselves. Ashley shows up every day ready to get better. Her work ethic and drive have been contagious for her teammates and have helped us take another step as a program. Lydia Niederstadt, when a new coach comes in, they hope there's a senior captain that buys in and can hold the level of accountability as the coach would. I was grateful to get that in Lydia Niederstadt. She's one of the most selfless players I know and has a genuine excitement for her teammates. Susanna Pasak, Z has brought a level of competitiveness that has allowed the program to go on her time here. Putting teammates first while continuing to develop her own game is evident every day. She has an exceptional mindset throughout the season and will be missed. On Gina Stefferud, Gina comes ready to compete every day. She brings out physicality in herself and her teammates that have helped not only her but her teammates' development. Although Gina's path has had some injury setbacks, her impact on the program has been felt. Hey, we got it started. Have we gotten it stopped? Because you remember don't they? They can stop it. We can start it and stop it. You got to be able to do both of those things, and it looks like they've got it fixed. So we talked about Gina Stefferud. That'll give us quickly to get a chance here on the comments of Jordan Scar on Abby Ward. When it comes to Abby, the first thing I think is hype woman. Her ability to enhance the mindset in her teammates is second to none. She has the ability to bring out the competitive part of her teammates and get the best out of them. So once again, Taylor Jacobson, Ashley Nikolai, Lydia Niederstadt, Susanna Pasak, Gina Stefferud, and Abby Ward. Sounds like we might have a couple of future coaches in that group based upon the comments of Jordan Scar. All right, looks like we're about ready to get back underway here. They'll get it back to 9:19. We'll play some basketball. Not a huge delay, but about a 9-minute delay as I look back at my phone. And the shot clock will go to 24 here. All right, back to the action. All right, here we go. It'll be a Holy Cross ball here underneath the bucket. They'll get it down low. About a 4-foot jump hook from down low is good by Caden Hanley. Well, had plenty of time to get a good inbounds play set, and Tom Robbins called one. Holy Cross the early 2-0 lead. Well, post feed to Tekla Foley. Maybe could have spun back to her left hip, but instead to Drew a pull-up runner, no good. And rebound controlled by Coleman Francis. Coleman Francis, good size, 5'10" junior. Should be a fun matchup inside with her and Tekla Foley today. I'll get it down low to Coleman Francis. Nice post move and the layup good. A good start here. A couple early buckets for Holy Cross on an inbounds play and a nice post move by Coleman Francis, and they lead 4-0. Over and back violation that time. Was off a little too nonchalant, getting it to Tucker to bring it across. Vihawks, as we said, will be the 6-seed winner. This game will be the 6 seed. They're both 11 and 8 in conference play. And loser of this one will be the 7 or 8. It kind of depends on what St. Ambrose does today. Air ball that time, hit the backboard, did Caldwell. Transition now, Tucker doesn't really have numbers. Probing anyways, gets it to Oth. Oth, a nice drive to the bucket. Oth's layup good. Vihawks on the board. They trail 4-2 here about 2 minutes in. Some token pressure, but Holy Cross able to beat that fairly easily. Holy Cross in Indiana, by the way. Caldwell with it. Tucker fighting through a screen to get there and close out. Trying to back down Hughes' Hanley. Short shot, no good. Rebound, Tekla Foley. Drew with it. 3-4. The early lead is good. Knocks their first lead at 5-4, and front court now for Holy Cross. 3 on the way from the corner to get Holy Carolina. I have St. Francis on my brain to get Holy Cross back in front. No good, and a steal by Hughes. Hughes, a little hesitation dribble to Tekla Foley, a little out of her range. Now Tucker for 3 off to the left. Rebound Coleman Francis. Switch on that screen. Nothing out of that. Drive and a jump hook and shot no good. Rebound Hughes. First sub of the ball game, Kira John in here momentarily. A little more than 3 minutes in, 5-4 Vihawks in front. Well, post feed to Tekla Foley. There's the spin back to the left hip. High off the window, no good. Battle for the rebound, and they'll say play on. Maybe could have called a foul on Drew instead of held ball that'll go to Holy Cross. John in for Tekla Foley. It'll be a little less busy senior day a year from now, assuming they all hang around. Drive to the bucket, and they don't have any transfers. Nice block by Kira John that time on the drive by Toppin. Trying to get it to John on a post up against Coleman Francis. That's one of those where you maybe kick it in and kick it out for repost. Tucker, a hard drive, draws a foul. We'll shoot 2. That's maybe one of those where you throw it to your post player, and the post player kicks it back, and then you kick it repost right away. Maybe make 3 quick passes, and you can catch the defense off guard a little bit. But Tucker, as we said, a good drive, hard drive, drew a foul, and will shoot 2. First one from Tucker rims down. 6-4 Vihawks. Tucker A, 69% shooter from the line on the air. Misses the second. Rebound Hanley. Not about a step back three, but more offense from Hanley. Driving a low post feed, Coleman Francis. To the right side, blocked by John. Her second block, and the V-Hawks get possession. Good defensive start here by Kira John so far. As we said, senior day a little less busy next year, but Gadel, Tecco, Foley, Tucker, and Hughes. 4 players who are potentially 4 starters, yeah, so less busy senior day, but maybe a more important senior day a year from now. Tucker with it left wing, thought about a 3 instead of drive, pull up about 18-footer is in and out. Battle for rebound off, gets the rebound in the land of the tall timber, and then got it deflected. It'll stay with the V-Hawks. It's senior day for the men here as well to follow. Watson and Colin Adams among the seniors for the V-Hawk men. And on to John. Right idea, immediately face and see what's available. Probing, 4-foot jump hook, good. There you go. 8 straight for the V-Hawks after the opening 2 buckets for St. Francis. I'll get this in my brain. Holy Cross is the opponent today, 8-4 for the V-Hawks. 3 now on the way is good. Swished it from the right wing, did Caldwell. 8-7 here as we pass the midpoint in the first quarter. Hughes going to try and answer from 3. Good. Rims down. Subs here for both teams at the media timeout that's upcoming. And deflected and stolen. Stolen by Tucker. Nice feed in traffic to Hughes, and the layup is good. 13-7, largest lead for the V-Hawks. Front court, 2-on-2 if they hurry. Nice pass through traffic all the way to the bucket. Layup good from Hanley. Good bounce pass feed that time from Caldwell. 13-9 now the V-Hawks advantage. With hesitation, dribble from off. Nice feed to John down low. 4-footer up and good. Second bucket for Kira John early. 15-9 now the V-Hawks in front. Nearly traveled, deflected, and a steal. Auth will drive hard to the bucket, overlaid the layup, rebound drew her, put back up. That is good. 17-9 V-Hawks lead. A little disappointment over there from Tom Robbins on the sideline. I'm going to double check this here. Didn't notice this till now. 3 on the way from the corner. Caldwell no good. Rebound down to Coleman Francis. Second shot here. Open down low that time was Caldwell, but didn't see her, did Hanley. Okay, there's 2 subs at the table. There you go. I'm like, looking at the bench, there's only 1 roster. I forgot they got 2 at the table, so they got 8 available. A little short, but they do have 8 available, which is kind of a standard rotation. We'll get a media timeout here. C.C. Davis, Sheena Williamson in for the V-Hawks here at the next stoppage. And Lainey Hawkins and Mackenzie Hackelman will be in for Holy Cross in the next stoppage. 17-9 V-Hawks here with 3:26 left in the first. All right, live stats didn't work, but they worked today. That's kind of meaningful when we had a big break early, and I had to go through all my notes here to fill some time. V-Hawks 7 of 13 shooting so far. Holy Cross 4 of 12. V-Hawks have hit a couple of threes. Nothing big in terms of turnovers so far. Pretty even on rebounding so far, early. The Hawks do have 3 steals so far, and John's got a couple of blocks. Hanley a couple of buckets early for Holy Cross. Bitterman's got 3 rebounds already. Couple of buckets for Hughes, couple of buckets for Drew, couple of buckets for John thus far. Auth and Tucker have a couple of rebounds here early. Yep, it's early. 17-9 here, V-Hawks leading Holy Cross. Actually, it's a 17-5 kind of extended spurt if you want to look at it that way too, because Holy Cross had the opening 2 buckets. Maybe baseline left inbound here for Holy Cross with 7 to shoot. Talent the inbound. Nice feed in traffic. That's 2 good inbound plays that Holy Cross's run as Caldwell converts that one. So 5 buckets here for St. Francis early and 2 on inbounds plays. Something to keep in mind. Tucker hounded, but able to avoid the steal from Caldwell. Davis will cross over dribble, create some space. Tried to feed it down low to John. I believe off her hands and out of bounds to Holy Cross. Some 2-2-1. 3/4 court pressure from the V-Hawks. Beating up the sideline. Good cut to the bucket that time. And a good extra pass that time. Bucket no good but a foul. Hackelman will shoot two. CC Davis will pick up the foul. It'll be her first. First on the V-Hawks. So Hackelman, as we said, will shoot a pair. (17-12) now the Viterbo lead. Yeah, we're looking at a bench only seeing 8 players, but it's enough. Good thing you're not competing for playing time. V-Hawks a much deeper bench. They've got 14 players on a bench. They've got 19 available today. St. Francis only has 8. Front court and an overpass that time on a steal. Then deflected out of bounds. Couldn't control it, Hanley, so it'll stay with the V-Hawks. I think they've only got 2 seconds. They only got 2 seconds to advance it into the front court. Get into Hughes, so no issue there. Hughes drive, runner short. Rebound Hanley. Here's steal by Hughes. Nice job keeping the dribble that time by Talent. Gets it available into the corner for 3 short. Rebound John on the miss by Talent. Or correction, on the miss by Hackelman. Hughes will drive hard to Davis. Davis will fire a 3. A little off to the right. Rebound Caldwell. Thought about a 3. Good close out there by Davis. 10 to shoot. Running back dribble doesn't yield anything. Good drive though. Short shot short. Put back up and good that time from Caldwell. 17-15, little spurt here for get that out of my brain at some point. For Holy Cross with 6 straight. Hughes will now drive, baseline feed to John. John whips it back opposite corner to Davis, but Davis stepped on the sideline. Lily Toppin back in, Carly Drew back in, Chloe Auth back in, Teco Foley back in, so 3 different players here. They'll shift and put Auth at the front of that 2-2-1, and they'll move Williamson to the second line. Feed into the front court, turns into a 2-on-1. Could have attacked that time, did Toppin, but instead we'll wait for some teammates. That's good for Viterbo. If they're not going to attack on a 2-on-1, you can continue to press with no penalty if they're able to beat you up the floor. That's always a perfect thing. Put in a press with no penalty. They tried to feed it down low on a lob, shot up no good, and a hooking violation. They're going to say an offensive foul on Caden Hanley. Yep, they'll call the hook on Hanley. Second team foul, so nobody anywhere close to the bonus yet with $1:16 left here in the quarter. Get to Williamson and Stolen. Stolen by Talent. Talent will flip it opposite side to Bitterman. Bitterman for 3, no good. Uncontested rebound, weak side Williamson. Past a minute left in the quarter. The Hawks were up as many as 8. They're up 2 at the moment. Teco Foley down low. Nice feed down low to a cutting off. I think got that shot altered just a little bit by Talent and couldn't control it just to advance it up the floor simply that time. Could the Saints, so the V-Hawks will keep it and could go 2 for 1 here with 47 left in the quarter and 20 on the shot clock. I think that should be a reset, shouldn't it? If the V-Hawks go 2 for 1, it doesn't matter, but yeah, they're going to stick it with 20. They're going to say Holy Cross never had control of it. Another near steal. Interesting play that time by Hughes, kind of driving away from the bucket to prevent another steal. Now a drive, Williamson a runner, high off the window, no good. Battle for the rebound down to St. Francis. So the Hawks will get the final shot of the quarter, about a 4-second difference here. Game and shot clock, but St. Francis could tie it here late in the quarter or take the lead with a 3. Cutter's not available. And we'll get a moving screen on St. Let me just call them the Saints. I'll avoid that issue. Moving screen that time on Talent. Her first team's third, so St. Francis, I'd still get this right. Holy Cross should still have a foul to give if they want to take one. Shot clock off here, so Seahawks get the final shot of the quarter. Good job that time not turning her back was off as she brought it up. Drew now for three from the corner is short. Rebound weak side, tapped around, controlled by the V-Hawks, 4 to shoot. Kick back out. Quickly, Drew rise and fire for three to beat the buzzer. Good. (20 to 15), V-Hawks lead after one. Coleman Francis back in at the quarter break, as is 6 Malia Steele, her first action of the night. Tucker back in for the V-Hawks here at the quarter break as well. Shooting cooled off a little bit there in the quarter for the V-Hawks, shooting 8 of 19. They were calling 7 of 13, so missed a bunch of shots in a row before that make from Drew at the end, which makes sense. V-Hawks 3 of 6 from deep. Holy Cross 1 of 6 from deep so far. A few too many turnovers, no big advantage there. A few too many rebounds about even, including offensive rebounds. Both teams have gotten to the line a couple of times, so V-Hawks just a couple more threes in that first quarter. The reason statistically for their 5-point lead. Caldwell 7 in the first quarter for Holy Cross, including 3 of 6. Hanley's got 4. 3 rebounds each so far for Caldwell, Hanley, and Bitterman. 8 for Carly Drew in the first quarter, including a couple of threes. 5 for Hughes. 4 for John. A couple of rebounds so far for Auth, Tucker, and Williamson. All right, it'll be V-Hawks ball, to begin the second quarter. Looks like starters to begin the second. Yep, Teckel, Foley, Tucker, Drew, Auth, and Hughes. Lainey Hawkins will start the second quarter non-starter here for Holy Cross. Toppin's in there to start the quarter, as is Coleman Francis. As is Bitterman, Boy, not my best day here. I've been identifying Bitterman as Coleman Francis. That's Brock Bitterman is number 2 down low. Just noticed that. Off, nice feed to Teckel Foley down low. Missed the short shot, got her own rebound, put back good. Nearing a 10-second call. 2 to get it across. 1-0. Yep, there's a 10-second violation. Gotta love being in that spot where you can pressure with no penalty. Perfect spot for a team that likes to pressure. Auth now for 3, good. Line drive 3 from Chloe Auth. Double-digit lead for the first time for the V-Hawks today. 8 straight here spanning the quarters. Was 2, now it's 10. Drive down low, lost the handle, and Drew got knocked down there in the battle for the loose ball. They'll say out of bounds to Holy Cross. Almost traveled with it. Had a backdoor cut available and saw her too late and then threw it. By the time she threw it, the help had come. Steal for the V-Hawks. Transition feed to Teckel Foley. To go to her opposite hip that time. 3 now for Hughes, in and out. Rebound down to Caldwell. Teckel Foley can just kind of tell a little more comfortable going to her right hand than she is her left hand. But a couple, at least another year to potentially improve upon that. Short jump hook by Bitterman, altered by Teckel Foley. No good, rebound Drew. Kind of headman's at the Auth that time, saved it near the base, or near the sideline. Got to get it to her there when she's posted. Instead, they'll go back to the perimeter. Okay, now going to set a screen. Refuses the screen, does Auth. Tried to slip it, did Teckel Foley. Nothing there. Now they'll whip it down to Teckel Foley. There she goes to her left hook. Turnaround jumper, good. A 12-point lead, largest of the game here early for the V-Hawks. This is going to be a steal. Steal by Hughes. We need a timeout here, does Tom Robbins. He's going to drive, nothing there. Got her posted. They'll skip it all the way across to Tucker. Tucker will drive baseline. Tucker all the way to the bucket. Layup is good. No, rammed in out. Wow. Missed the no-footer that time, did Tucker. Stays a 12-point game. Drive now off bounds. Blocked by Tecco Foley. Kept it in bounds, too. You always like to see that on the shot block. Down low to Bitterman. Help comes. Skip it down low, post to post. Tried to create some space down low in the alley. Put back up, no good as well. Bitterman has it again. Third attempt, fouled. Will shoot 2. Sub in for Holy Cross. Talent back in, replacing Hawkins. A little discussion here as Bitterman will shoot 2. Yeah, Bitterman 6'3". No, I got the correct player. Tecco Foley, by the way, listed at 6 foot tallest players for their respective teams. Misses the first, stays a 12-point game. Set a little bit of surprise there. They are a very good shooting team as Holy Cross. It's 73%. Not very good, but certainly above average at 73%. Second free throw is good from Bitterman. Swished it. 11-point game, early second. Off with it. Tecco Foley posted. There you go. Going to drive, kick opposite side. Repost available. Screen refused by Oth. Skips it to the opposite corner to Drew. 10 to shoot. Drew about an 8-footer in the lane short. And rebound down to Holy Cross and Hanley. John back in here at the next stoppage. A little hesitation, dribble, creates some space. Low post feed to Bitterman. Kick out 3 from the corner is no good. Long rebound down to to Holy Cross and Caldwell. Need a shock buzzer or something every time I start to say the team I'm not supposed to be saying. Now foul by Tecco Foley on the drive by Caldwell. Caldwell will shoot 2. And that's the second on her. That is her first, so she's okay. Foul-wise, John was checking in anyways, so. Shayna Williamson back in for the V-Hawks, replacing Hughes. Yeah, with Gadel out for the season, you're always a little bit concerned that the V-Hawk going to maybe be a touch thin down low. Saw Aubrey Dorn play a few minutes Wednesday as the third post player, so that might be option 3 if John and Tecco Foley got ever got in serious foul trouble in the same game. Caldwell makes them both 27-18. Hackelman back in for Bitterman. 6'3" junior. A talent, the only senior on this Holy Cross roster, so they ought to be better next year too, as should the V-Hawks, with no seniors in the rotation. Front court near travel, got it to Oth, low post feed to John. John all the way to the left side, shot no good, but draws a foul. Will shoot 2. Yeah, good crowd here this afternoon. Maybe one of the better crowds of the season here on Senior Day for the women. Bitterman back in for for Holy Cross, replacing Hanley. John's free throw is on the way and good. 28-18, back to a double-digit lead. John short on the second one, rebound Toppin. It stays a 10-point game here, about 6 minutes left in the first half. Good drive that time, all the way bucket. John will pick up that foul. Are they going to hold on? Are they going to get John or are they going to get somebody else? It is on Tucker, okay. So first on Tucker, third and a quarter on the V-Hawks. Second on Tucker, actually, so guessing Tucker may check out here. She will. Davis will check back in for her. And Hughes also back in for Drew for the V-Hawks. Yeah, well, don't really have a true 4 on the floor right now. Probably Davis by default. Yeah, maybe Hughes by default, the more I think about it. First free throw good by Caldwell. 9-point game. Hughes is kind of a Paul Pressey point forward from back in the day. Hughes might have to do a little work on the defensive end here. A little rebounding out of Williamson and Davis as well. High post feed to John. Triangle style offense. Drive by Williamson, no good. Forced that one a little bit. Rebound Caldwell. And then a steal, however, by Williamson. Hughes controls it one-on-one. Hughes drives hard to the bucket. Fouled. Will shoot two. Talent will pick up that foul for Holy Cross. Her second. With the much smaller bench available, foul trouble could be an issue for Holy Cross today. Haven't been a lot of fouls called on this game so far, but could be an issue. Hughes misses the first. Missed them both that time. And out of bounds to Holy Cross. Good job preventing the sideline advance. And now they'll advance it into the front court along the opposite sideline to Caldwell, but she'll hold and wait for some help. Almost traveled that time. Drive, foul on the drive on the floor. Fourth team foul of the quarter in the V-Hawks, so Holy Cross will be in the bonus for the final 5:23 of the quarter after this inbound. Sub in is Hawkins. She replaced Talent. V-Hawk personal there was on Chloe Arthur first. Williamson hounding, and Williamson will put Holy Cross into bonus here for the final 5:21 of the quarter. Going to stop fouling. So 2 free throws here for Caldwell as the V-Hawks are over the limit. Now let's keep that number in mind. It was an 8-point V-Hawks lead here once St. Francis went into the bonus here in the quarter. Caldwell makes them both. Kind of similar first quarter. V-Hawks expanded the lead a little bit, and Holy Cross has cut in a little bit here. Turned the back there, did Othwell, was barely able to beat it by about 2 seconds. A steal anyways by Caldwell. Right by Caldwell, good hedge and help that time by Davis. Then a steal, John deflected it. Then a foul on Holy Cross on Hackelman after the V-Hawks had control. We'll get the media timeout here. Drew will check in at the media timeout. V-Hawks lead 28-22 with 4:55 left in the first half. V-Hawks shooting 41%, 11 of 27. Holy Cross shooting 6 of 22, including just 1 of 7 from deep. V-Hawks are shooting well from deep, 4 of 8. Yeah, Holy Cross already getting to the foul line more. They've gotten their 9 of 10. Holy Cross, free throw line's keeping them in the game. They're only down 6, and they've outscored them by 7 from the line. So V-Hawks have outscored them by 13 from the field right now. Too many turnovers for Holy Cross, 2-7, maybe a few too many for the V-Hawks, 2 with 5. Holy Cross starting to control the glass fairly well, up 19-12, including 7 offensive rebounds. So some clear distinctions in this game. Holy Cross better at getting to the line and better in the offensive glass, but the V-Hawks shooting it better and turning it over less. Drew still with 8 to lead the V-Hawks. Authen, Hughes, and John all have 5 each. Caldwell leading Holy Cross with 13. Didn't realize she had scored that many of their points. He's 6 of 6 from the foul line so far. He has 5 rebounds, so on pace for a double-double as well. Only player right now for Holy Cross with more than 4 is Caldwell. We said she is their leading scorer around 14.5 a game. No, that's more than that. It's a leading score from, still got Wednesday night in my brain. Caldwell, leading score for them at about 17 a game. All right, the Hawks up 6 here, about 4:40 left in the half. Got John posted. Instead, they'll go to the opposite side. Davis drives, runner. Line drive, runner, no good. Battle for the rebound and a foul on the V-Hawks, which will send Holy Cross to the line on the other end. A little concern over there from Jordan Scar. Two-word instructions and very good instructions from Jordan Scar. Stop fouling. Succinct and to the point. Hanley makes the first down to a 5-point lead with 4.5 left in the half. And now 4-point lead. Based upon that comment, you'd think Jordan Scar's a guy who's been at this for 50 or 60 years. Succinct and to the point. Just 2 words. Stop fouling. Off the drive, pull-up baseline jumper, no good. Rebound, Davis. Davis's putback is good. And every time you make a bucket, it puts you in better position on this press here. Into the front court, got to not foul on the press. But among the other things here, you're taking 10 seconds off the shot clock just about every time, too. So they've only got 20 to shoot, and they're short numbers, so you're making them expend some energy. Steal by Davis. Davis did the other end, laid it up, got it blocked out of bounds. And Davis actually just kind of stood there after it got knocked out of bounds. She actually needed to locate the ball and make sure it didn't hit her, because it would have hit her after it got blocked. It would have been Holy Cross ball. Bitterman back in, replacing Hanley. Monty Hughes. John was kind of in no man's land there. 3 now on the way from Drew is good. Drew now in double figures with 11, 33-24. And John in the middle of that possession kind of got caught in no man's land. Look, she's about a step or two away from maybe setting a ball screen, but then she's too close for an entry too. You either got to go set that ball screen or go post up. Ideally, you want to post up above the block and outside the lane. Baseline drive, fouled, nope, travel. So full court pressure here once again from St. Francis. They don't trap, it's just full court kind of man-to-man hounding pressure. They'll run and jump and trap a little bit, but it's not a design trap. John baseline jumper is good. Back to a double-digit lead, 35-24 with under 3 left in the half. Skip pass all the way across, and then nothing there. By the time you get everybody organized and running into an offense, you're down 8. You haven't even gotten into an offense yet. By the time you set a ball screen to start the offense, there's only 15 to shoot. 3 now on the way from the corner is going to be short from Toppin. Rebound on to Bitterman. Bitterman's putback is short. Rebound John. The Hawks' largest lead's been 12. They could make that a new largest lead with a bucket here. Davis will drive. High off the window, no good. Rebound weak side Caldwell. Drive, runner, short, no good, foul, off. 2 shots here coming for Caldwell. Couple of subs here for Holy Cross. Hanley and Talent back in. Toppin out. Actually, 3 subs there. Nope, they're going to leave Toppin in. It's like Hackelman and Hawkins will check out. 2 more free throws here for Caldwell. Well, you can understand why they shoot it well from the line. Caldwell gets there a lot and makes a lot. I think we mentioned this earlier, but she's among the reasons they're good from the line. 82% shooter from the line is Caldwell. 9-point game, about 2 minutes left first half. Drew with it. Maybe had a double team opportunity there. Did Holy Cross, didn't take it. And then not only got caught in the alley, stepped on the baseline, did Drew. Williamson back in for Auth. Have not seen Tucker since she picked up her second foul. Tekel Foley's only got 1, but John's been playing pretty well, so kind of ridden John a little bit here. Well, post feed to Caldwell, turnaround jumper, shot no good. Good battle for the rebound, came out of there to Hanley, and Hanley will go to the line to shoot a couple. Drew, I believe, will pick up that foul. She will, her first. 2 free throws here for Hanley. Hanley pretty good from the line, too, at 73% as she makes the first. 8-point game, $1:37 left in the half. Makes the second, makes them both, does Hanley. That's, more to think about it, more I agree with Jordan Fowl. Stop fouling, don't foul in this game. Might have about a 12-point lead instead of a 7-point lead. John posted. John going to try and go to the left block. Turnaround jump hook is spins down. Kira John had a nice game inside today. Probably a little more adept offensively than Tecco Foley. Tecco Foley a little better defensive and defensive presence. John's not bad in that area either, so nice combination inside there. John and Tecco Foley that'll both be around for another year. John will be around for 2 more. Down to 10 to shoot. Bitterman, double team, comes in a steal by Hughes. And then deflected out of bounds. Is that a foul? That was a foul, actually. That was the 4th foul, so Holy Cross does not have one to give in this possession. Bitterman will pick up her second. A couple thoughts here. You can go 2 for 1 here, 51 left in the half. And do you want to potentially attack Bitterman, maybe pick up a 3rd foul on her? Bitterman isn't going to stay in here. John sets a screen, 3 on the corner, away from the corner from Williamson is good. The Hawks match their largest lead here at 40-28. And they will get a final shot here. Eight-second difference here, game and shot clock. Corner feed, baseline drive, runner, good. 10-point game. V-Hawks to get the final shot of the half from Caldwell. Down to 9 now in the quarter with Hughes. Low post feed to John. They will attack Bitterman. Kick off of that to Drew with 6. Drew will drive. Pull-up jumper with 2 is no good. John's put back before the whistle blocked, and that'll be it for the half. Now V-Hawks led by as many as 12. They lead by 10. Good first half. They lead 40-30. So we said no winner of this game will have the 6th seed in the conference tournament. Will be on the road when the conference tournament starts on Tuesday evening. So Drew leads all scores. Correction, Drew leads Viterbo at the half with 11. 3 of 4 from deep in the first half was Drew. John's got 9, made all 4 of her field goal attempts. Auth and Hughes with 5 each. Tecco Foley 4, Williamson's got a 3, Davis has got a bucket, Tucker's got a free throw. So V-Hawks with this 10-point lead with their, I believe, second leading scorer is in Tucker, a little over 10 a game, only having 1 free throw in the first half. And a team rebounding. Drew, John, Auth, Tecco Foley, Williamson, Davis, Tucker all have a couple rebounds each. Auth with a couple assists in the first half. Caldwell leading Holy Cross, doing her best to keep him in the game. She's got 17 at the half, 8 of 8 from the line, 6 rebounds as well. Hanley's got 8. She's also 4 of 4 from the line. St. Francis is, we'll check that in a sec, when we go back to the team stats. Those are the only 2 that have more than 3 for St. Francis. Kind of gang rebounding, but with shorter numbers, it's a few more per player. Bitterman, Caldwell, 6 rebounds each. Hanley's got 5. Toppin's got 3. Go back to those team stats here. Yeah, St. Francis is 15 of 16 from the line. Half of their points from the foul line, which is quite a few. They've only made 7 field goals in the first half. So 7 field goals, 1 3, but 15 of 16 from the line. Stop fouling. The Hawks shot 42% in the first half, 16 of 38. Very good from three-point range, 6 of 10, but just 2 of 6 from the line. The Hawks turned it over less in that second quarter, only 1 second quarter field goal. They outscored them 20 to 15 in both quarters, as I think back. Too many turnovers for Holy Cross. They've got 10. They are rebounding the V-Hawks 22-15, including 9-7 on the offensive glass. Yeah, kind of after the first quarter stayed the same. Some stark statistical differences in this game. V-Hawks shooting 42, Holy Cross shooting 27. V-Hawks 6 of 10 from deep. Holy Cross is 1 of 8. But Holy Cross is 15 of 16 from the foul line. V-Hawks is 2 of 6. Holy Cross 10 turnovers to the V-Hawks 6. And out rebounding Viterbo was Holy Cross 22-15, including 9-7 on the offensive glass. So as I said, pretty stark statistical differences at the half. V-Hawks lead 40-30 at the half. See some of the men for the Viterbo warming up here in the far end. They're going to play. Maybe going to play a deep game of bump here with the some of the kids from the local boys club. I'm guessing the boys club, the Matthew Boys Club here, that's in the same building as the Beggs Gymnasium. All right, let's take a timeout here. Back with you in about 11 minutes or so. 40-30. The Hawk women leading Holy Cross here at the half on Senior Day. Back with you in about 11 minutes. Right back with you here at the R.W. Begg Senior Gymnasium, Viterbo University, La Crosse, Wisconsin, getting ready to start the second half here. Vhawks lead Holy Cross 40-30. It will be Holy Cross ball to begin the second half. I've been intrigued here to see if Jordan Scar goes with John to start the second half instead of Tecco Foley. John, a very nice first half, but it looks like it'll be Tecco Foley to start the second half down low. Starters for the Vhawks, yep, Tucker off. Tecco Foley, Hughes, and Drew. Talent, Hanley, Toppin, Bitterman, and Caldwell. So starting five for both clubs here to start the second half. All right, Vhawks up 10 here as we begin the second half. Post flash there by Bitterman early. Good job playing three quarters on a couple of times to prevent a post entry there. Did Tecco Foley drive, and as we saw too many fouls there in the second quarter from the Vhawks. Foul taken by Tecco Foley here. Second foul here, just 13 seconds into the second half, and Hanley back to the line where Holy Cross really camped out in the first half, and it's a big part of the reason here they're only down 10 instead of down quite a few more. Makes them both, does Hanley. 17 of 18 now from the foul line is Holy Cross. Maybe had Hughes there in the back door, but Oth was kind of in the process of getting the offense started. Down low to Tecco Foley, but a 10-footer high off the window, no good. Rebound down to Hanley. Hanley hesitation dribble, keeps the dribble all the way to the bucket, layup good. Good start for the half. Back-to-back buckets for Holy Cross. They're back within 6. They started the first half that way as well. Tried to go high off the window. Kind of stuck in the alley that time was Drew, but the Hawks were able to get the rebound, keep the possession. Off now for three, short. And rebound Tecco Foley. So 3 chances on his possession for Viterbo. Tried to go back door to Drew. Instead in the corner, low post feed Tecco Foley, and a foul on Bitterman. Bitterman's now got 3. So her center, she's picked up her third foul just over a minute into the second half, and they're going to stick her out there with 3. Tucker was okay going in the backcourt there, got bumped, and they call over and back. Well, that's got to be a foul. Caldwell, she had to kind of establish that she was going to be okay keeping it in the front court, and that should have been a foul on Caldwell. That should not have been an over and back call. It's got to be common sense there. Tucker had clearly established that she was not going to go into the backcourt when she chased the ball, and I guess good play by Caldwell, but missed call that time as Holy Cross catches a break. I think lost a dribble. Nice feed to backdoor cut, and the bucket is good by Caldwell. First 6 of the half for St. Francis. We'll start a count on how many times I'll do that. As I do it again. Holy Cross, first 6 of the half, 4-point game. Drew for 3, no good. Tecco Foley will chase down the rebound in the corner, but saved it to Hanley. The Hawks may need a timeout here if Holy Cross gets a bucket. Had Bitterman available that time, but kind of at an odd entry angle. We'll skip it across all the way opposite side. 3 from the corner is short. Rebound Tucker. Tucker will keep the dribble, drive hard. Nice feed across the lane to Oth. Oth gets shoved from behind on the floor. Non-shooting foul. Hanley got Oth before she went into the shooting motion. It's like Tucker's going to key the inbound here. The Hawks up 4, 2 minutes into the second half. Drew with it in the corner. There's nothing available there. Trying to get Hughes off the screen there. No, nothing on that inbound play. Now drive by Oth. Let's do a cutting Drew. Able to chase it down. Down to 9 to shoot. Drew will drive. Pull up about 14 footers shy of the elbow. Shot no good. Battle for the rebound, but 4 different players touched it that time. Oth comes out of there with it, landed the tall timber to Drew, high off the window, no good. Tecco Foley's put back, no good, but a foul. And that will be not be on Bitterman, that'll be on Caldwell. First on Caldwell, 3.5 already on Holy Cross. 2 free throws here for Tecco Foley. Not great, but not as bad as you'd think. He's the better number for Tecco Foley, shooting 64% in conference play as she misses the first here. 1 of 2. Baseball? Softball. Softball, okay. Front court for Holy Cross's Hanley. Drives down low, got it to Bitterman. Kind of an odd spot that she caught it in, so kicked it out, reposted, didn't get it to her. Hughes defending, played 3/4, good deflection to get the steal. Tough matchup there for Hughes and was able to get the steal. Hughes now pull up, nothing there. Awful drive to the bucket, underhanded layup, no good. We went on to Talent. Talent in transition, nice cross lane feed to Caldwell, layup good. 8-1 spurt here for Holy Cross to begin the second half in a 3-point game. Off drives baseline, opposite corner to Tucker. Tucker for 3 from the corner, good. First field goal of the afternoon for Nora Tucker, and a timeout Viterbo. Maybe a good timeout there, and also maybe good here that Kira John, who's had a nice first half, is going to check in. 6-point game, V-Hawks lead 44-38, a little less than 3.5 minutes into the second half. First softball games are today? They played a doubleheader already, so second day they played, okay. Yeah. I coached softball here 15 years ago for a year, helped out with softball, so yeah. Oh yeah. Had some days where we played 3 in a day once in a while too, so yeah, those got to be pretty long. But yeah, a lot of doubleheaders. Well, I think we had a day where we played 3 in a day down in Arizona on our spring trip. Yeah. Yeah, played in Tucson. Like the second week of March, that was our spring. I think aren't they going to Tucson this year? I thought I saw that, but maybe not.
Oh no, they were playing against UW.
Who are they playing today? Playing St. Mary's today. Okay. But they're going to Tucson in a few weeks, aren't they, or maybe not? Yeah. That's what I thought. Yeah. All right, back to the basketball here. 44-38 here as Holy Cross will bring it up slowly. The Hawks have not pressured as much this half, or maybe a touch surprised. I would continue to press if I were them, as I don't think they're not going to attack at the score, so. They will attract and transition off a turnover there. A drive to the bucket, no good, but a foul. We're going to get that on John. First on John, 2 in the quarter on the V-Hawks. 2 free throws here coming for Hanley. Trying to jinx them as much as I can from the line. They're 7 of 18 from the line right now. There we go. Announcers jinx in full effect. Try it again. They're 17 of 19 from the lines. See if we can get 2 of them in a row. Nope, Hanley makes the second. 5-point game. John trying to post up, but Bitterman, good job fronting to take that away. Good attack there. Bitterman does have the 3 fouls. Drive by Hughes to Tucker, 10 to shoot. Tucker step back 3 from the wing, good. Back-to-back threes for Nora Tucker. Not much in the first half for her, back-to-back threes. She's now got 7, 47-39, nearing the midpoint of the third quarter. Three now out from the corner to answer is short. Long rebound to Bitterman. You skip it across the lane to Caldwell. Shot up in traffic, no good. Altered by Drew. Battle for the rebound. Caldwell got it. Tries to create space. Fouled. Will shoot 2. And we'll try it again. St. Francis are now 18 of 20 from the line. Davis in here for Viterbo. Women either come in before or after the free throws. Can't come in the middle. Drew will check out her second foul. Davis in for her, as we said. I think Bitterman's the only player in the game in any serious foul trouble. Jerry Sample going to go over and talk Talked to Jordan Scar about something, not exactly sure what. Davis maybe has some exposed earrings or something, which they aren't going to allow her to play with. St. Francis, or Holy Cross will sub at the same time. Hackelman in. Hawkins in as well. So they're not going to allow Davis. Davis is not going to be allowed to check in, so I think they're going to have to make the second free throw is Caldwell to allow Davis to check in. Caldwell makes the first. 47-40. Foul trouble I was looking for. We've got Bitterman here in the live stats with 4. I don't recall her picking up a fourth, but she is clearly out of the ballgame at the moment. Caldwell made them both 47-41. They've got Hanley here with 3 fouls as well. I apologize, I missed those. Nobody for the V-Hawks with more than 2. Tucker hounded and a foul. Hawkins will pick up this foul. That'll be the 4th, so after Holy Cross spent a lot of the latter half of the second quarter at the foul line. Get a reset on the shot clock here as well. No disagreement there from Tom Robbins after an explanation. Hughes will get it in the front court, shakes the defender. Nothing out of that, however. High post feed to John. Tucker now, another 3 on the way. That one in and out. A little bit of a heat check 3 that time. Rebound Hanley. Past the midpoint of the third quarter, V-Hawks up 6. Drive now, Caldwell pull-up runner, no good. Rebound John in traffic. John will bring it up the floor herself to Tucker. Tucker will drive, spin, about a 6-footer, up and good. Tucker heating up here, 8 for her in the third quarter. 49-41, that's also the V-Hawk lead at 8. 3 now from the corner to answer is good. Caldwell for 3 from the corner. Caldwell's over 20 now. Caldwell is up to 23 in the ball game. Still has more than half their points. Auth will push foul. Auth, that is the 15th foul on Holy Cross. Saints over the limit. V-Hawks will shoot 2 here with Auth. Second to personal on Hawkins. We're nowhere close to this yet. As Auth makes the first, 50-44. Now, we're not close to this yet, but with only 8 players available, and Bitterman listed with 4, and Hanley listed with 3. Auth makes them both. There's some chance if Holy Cross went into some foul and hope mode, and we're in that kind of range of game right now, where the V-Hawks up 7 with about 4 minutes left in the third quarter. Could potentially be down to 4 players, 1 or 2% chance or something at this point, but, and I'll tell you the reason I bring that up momentarily. Almost hooked that time. Hughes good defense that time on Hawkins. Missed the shot. Rebound V-Hawks. Could make it 10 here with the 3. Tucker going to fire one. Good. Nora Tucker heating up big time here in the third quarter. 3 threes, 11 in the quarter. 54-44. Should have a media timeout coming up. Nice drive by Caldwell on the floater over Tucker is good. There's the trap. Good press break there. On court to Davis. Davis will drive, kicks it to John. Got it stolen, but out of bounds. I was able to save it. Nice save by Hackelman. Feed down low in traffic. Down low, Tucker will pick up the foul. I don't think that's a shooting foul. It is not. Be the final non-shooting foul of the quarter. Tucker's third, 4th team foul will get the media timeout, and maybe not. Nope. Looks like we're back here with everybody subbed in and out. Davis, Hughes, Drew, John, and Williamson for Viterbo. So this will be the final non-shooting foul of the quarter. It's the 4th team foul on Viterbo and 5th team foul in the quarter on Holy Cross. They've already got 5, I should say. Bitterman's in there. I don't know if this live stats are right. I don't remember her picking up a 4th, but they've got her listed with 4. So in with 4 is Bitterman. They'll go down low, turnaround jumper high off the window is good. 6-point game. Hughes with it. And that'll be a foul, and that'll send Hughes to the line. Talent will pick up that foul. There's the media timeout. Or is that just they're indicating we're going to shoot? Tweet and get a little horny over there, it sounds like. Hughes will shoot 2. Officials going to come together to discuss something here. I'm not exactly sure what. Foul was on Talent. It's her 3rd. Okay, they're going to wave off the media timeout, I think, is the explanation of all that. All right, 2 shots here for Hughes. Holy Cross foul trouble. Bitterman is listed with 4. Hanley's got 3. And now Talent's got 3. They've only got 8 available players in a game that might go into foul and hope mode. Hughes makes the first of 2, 7-point lead, 2:42 left in the 3rd. The reason I bring this up, we can probably talk about this with the free throw. V-Hawks probably about maybe a dozen years ago, somewhere in that neighborhood. Maybe a little longer than that, maybe closer to 15 years. Somewhere in that range. They actually finished the game with 4 fouls. Sammy Weaver, who played softball the year I helped out with softball here at Viterbo, also played basketball here. Went in to coach at Sparta, but she played in a game where they only had 4 players available for about the final 10 minutes of the game. She had some gaudy numbers that day. Had like 20 points and 18 rebounds or something like. Caldwell short on the 3. Rebound down to Hawkins. Second chance here for Holy Cross. Right, Bitterman was posted, didn't get it to her. Drive now blocked by John, and he was able to chase it down in the corner. Nice block by John. And then threw it away. Nope, kept in the feet and bounds. Did Drew that time and was able to throw it off with the body of Toppin to keep the possession. Now I believe we might get the media timeout. No, they're going to wave it off. Sub in. The V-Hawk ball here. They'll inbound about a dozen feet up the floor with Drew. And Mr. Tweeten get a little horn happy today. Inbound to Hughes. Shot clock was at 23 on the inbound here, so still plenty of time to shoot. It hadn't gotten to 20 yet for the reset. Williamson with it. Drives into traffic with 10 to shoot. Got it back with 8. Davis drives. Lost it. Got it back. Down to 4 to shoot. John will fire one up. Reverse jump hook is good. High degree of difficulty shot from Kira John, but made it. 10-point game again. 58-48. Buck and a half left in the 3rd. The Hawks are up 10 at the half. The lead right now is 10. Trying to get it to a cutter. Nothing there. Driving a lane by Hanley. Hanley up, layup good. Back to an 8-point game. Williamson will advance and Williamson will take. Nice feed through traffic to John, layup good. Excellent feed that time by Williamson. 10-point game again. Minute 5 left in the 3rd. We're getting a little tired, it looks like, potentially is Holy Cross with the short roster today. Drive now, blocked by John. John's had an excellent ball game today. And we get a whistle. I apologize, I dropped my head for a sec. Turnover. The Hawks will get it, Holy Cross will get it back. Caldwell and who else checked in? His Talent checks out. Malia Steele checked in as well. There you go. All right. Holy Cross could go 2 for 1 here if they wanted. About a 14-point second difference game in shot clock with 38 left in the quarter. We're going to try it with Caldwell, blocked by John. We thought John got that one cleanly, but instead Caldwell will go to the line. And St. Francis will get the final shot of the quarter. Caldwell's got 28 today. I didn't realize she's having a good game. Didn't realize it was that good. 10 of 10 from the line is Caldwell. Try and put the jinx here in full effect. We got Hanley before. We'll try and get Caldwell here. They are still 20 of 22 from the line. And hit the rim. That's probably as good a jinx as you're going to get on her. 60-51. Caldwell now 11 of 11 from the stripe and now 12 of 12. Tucker and Auth back in here. will likely be the V-Hawks' final shot of the quarter. Davis out and Williamson out. Real nice feed from Williamson a moment ago to John for the layup. All right. We're trying to get the final bucket of the quarter here. Tucker, who's had the hot hand in this third quarter, will help bring it across. Hughes will drive it hard. 4-second difference here, game and shot clock with 20 left in the quarter. Off with it, 10 to shoot. Picks up the dribble in that spot, but gets it to Drew with 7. Drew trying to keep the dribble. Drew will drive. Drew right side of the lane, kick in the corner. Oth's got a fire, got it blocked. John came up with the loose ball, but that'll be a shot clock violation on Viterbo. So Holy Cross will get the final shot of the quarter with 4 seconds remaining in the period, down 8. They're going to sub here. Bitterman's, Steele still in. Looks like Talent with 3 fouls will check in. Bitterman's been playing with 4. Let's see if Holy Cross can put something together. They've been good on inbounds plays here. They'll whip it into the front court, try and get a shot off. That'll be no good. Steele off balance. As good as they were in inbounds plays, a touch concern there that they might be able to get something better than that with 4 seconds left in the quarter. All right, V-Hawks led by 10 at the half. They lead by 8 after 3, 60-52. Tecco Foley in here. V-Hawks have scored 20 points in all 3 quarters. Hackelman back in for Holy Cross at the break. The V-Hawks shooting 42%, 22 of 53, 14 of 41 for Holy Cross. So V-Hawks with 12 more attempts. Fewer turnovers in that quarter for Holy Cross, just 1. They've got 11 for the ball game. V-Hawks have 9. Shooting them from 3, still the difference statistically in the game. V-Hawks 9 of 17. Holy Cross 2 of 12. Holy Cross staying in it yet because they are 22 of 24 from the line, and the V-Hawks are just 7 of 12. Holy Cross out rebounding them 29-24. Offenses is rebounded out at about 12-11, or at 12-11. John leading the V-Hawks with 13, has not missed a shot, 6 of 6. Tucker heated up in that third quarter. She's got 12, 11 in the quarter, 3 of 5 from deep. Drew also in double figures with 11, 3 of 5 from deep. John, Oth, Hughes all have 4 rebounds each. Oth's got 3 assists as well. Hanley leading Holy Cross with 8 rebounds, 7 rebounds each for Caldwell and Bitterman. And a couple assists for Hanley for Holy Cross. V-Hawks ball here to begin the 4th. V-Hawks up 8. Trying to earn the 6th seed in the conference tournament on Tuesday night. Tucker with it. I want to feed her hot hand. Opposite feed corner to Oth. Low post to Tecco Foley. Trying to back her defender down. 4-footer, no good. Battle for the rebound. Put back up. Drew, no good. Got altered that time. Battle again for the rebound. And Holy Cross finally comes out of there with Hanley. Bitterman is not in to begin the 4th quarter with those 4 fouls. Caldwell, good closeout by Drew. Closeout there by Tucker against Steele. Low post feed to Caldwell with 10 to shoot. Turnaround jumper over Hughes. Shot altered. Rebound on to Steele. No good, but a foul. Steele, rare miss. Only the 3rd miss in 25 attempts for Holy Cross today. I'm guessing that is Steele's first trip to the line, though it is. Whom to foul as Steele misses them both. Rebound Tecco Foley. The Hawks finally catch some luck there from the free throw line. Tucker with it. Post feed Tecco Foley. Kick out. Well, Hughes had an open 3 instead. Extra pass to Oth. Line drive 3 is good. .13 lead here with under 9 to go. Kind of a critical stretch here coming up. Did I say 13? I meant 11. 11-point lead. Sorry about that. And shot up and good by Caldwell. She's up to 30 now. Timeout Holy Cross. 8:37 to play. 63-54. V-Hawks in front. Caldwell's now got 32. This will become a full. Hanley's got 15 for Holy Cross. Only 2 players with more than 5. Ott's now got 10 after she just made that 3, so 4 in double figures for the V-Hawks, a couple for Holy Cross, but a big game for Caldwell. Volume shooting-ish. 9 of 19, 2 of 7 from deep, but 12 of 12 from the line. See if I can narrow down when that game was when the V-Hawks women had to play with just 4 players. So I think through it, I'm going to guess it was 2013. Certainly not a guess that you want to bet the house or the garage on, but I think it was 2013. If we get another clock delay, I'll have time to look that up. Hopefully we don't have another one of those. A 9-point game, 8:37 to play. Inbound in the corner to Auth, but no trap coming. So, okay. Auth will keep the dribble, get into the front court. Trap comes now, and Auth hounded near the sideline and stolen. Yep, stolen by Hackelman, and then no held ball. All right, V-Hawk catch a break there, not picking up a foul, but ball will stay with Holy Cross. Can't turn the back there if you're Auth. As soon as you turn the back, that's when the good teams will run and jump and double. Whistle away from the ball. Okay, shot clock hadn't reset. They'll get that reset. All right, 9-point game. Holy Cross has got it back. It's had kind of a critical stretch here. The V-Hawks could maybe pull away. Holy Cross could really get in it. 3 on the way to try and make it a 6-point game is switched by Hanley. Well, Hanley, kind of a two-woman show right now for Holy Cross with Caldwell and Hanley. They've got 48 of their 57. Drive now by Hughes, picks up a foul, will shoot 2. Correction, they've got 50 of their 57. Caldwell's got 32. Hanley's got 18. Hughes free throw on the way, no good. Stays a 6-point game. Just under 8 to go. The women's basketball here at NAI, you got to either check in before or after. Can't check in the middle of 2 free throws. So Hawkins in if Hughes makes the second, and she does. Hawkins in for Talent. Seven-point game, under 8 to play. Caldwell, a little two-man game there, blocked by Tekel Foley. It'll stay with Holy Cross. And I might run that as much as you can right now with Caldwell and Hanley if I'm Holy Cross. And then your Viterbo, you might want to shade. If you're guarding one of the other 3, you might want to shade. Here's Hackelman's shot, got altered, put back Caldwell. Who else good? She's now got 34. 64-59, 5-point game, 7:40 to play. We'll get into the front court to Auth. Auth hounded, deflected, nearly stolen, and did Auth touch it last? She did. Good hounding by Hanley. Off Auth's hands, out of bounds. All right, 5-point game. Holy Cross could make it a 1-possession game with the bucket here. Well, why not? I'd run as much as I could with those 2, except right now that was Toppin with the ball instead of Caldwell. Caldwell will now get the handoff from Hanley. I'd play with those 2 as much as I can right now. Deflection and a steal. Drew the steal off the deflection by Hughes. Drews gets the defender there, misses the short shot. Rebound down to Holy Cross. Hanley the board. Same situation, 5-point game, 7 minutes to play. Well, nearly a double dribble that time by Hawkins it was. Caldwell drives, trying to split defenders. Bump, no call. Runner good. 36 now for Allie Caldwell. 1-possession game with 6.5 to play. Hughes with it. Drives, kicks. Tucker, 3, corner. Ooh, got altered or got blocked or got a traveling violation out of that. After Toppin crawled the rebound, Toppin arguing the call to no avail. All right, they're going to sub here, Will Holy Cross. Going to get Steele back in. Right, Othwell inbound. Tucker got that shot altered or just missed it that badly or what happened, but one of the few blind spots we have from our perch. Drew now for three, no good. Rebound weak side Steele. Holy Cross, first time I haven't done that in a while. Holy Cross could tie it here with a three. And thought about it, and then a drive. Kick opposite corner, deflected out of bounds by Drew to get a double touch, did not. It'll stay with Holy Cross. Kind of similar to the other night. The Hawks were up 10 going to the fourth and won it by a point, held on. Veering in this direction here. We'll get a 30-second timeout, Holy Cross. 64-61, V-Hawks lead 6:09 to play. Not many fouls yet. Team fouls one apiece here in this fourth quarter. Arrow favors Viterbo. Bitterman back in. And full timeout is the explanation here. Trying to see if we get anybody at the table to indicate what we got left. We got 2 left and 3 left, so quite a few left for both teams here. Well, they've got that. We'll mark that down here. So we'll know the rest of the game. Thank you, Kathy Malone. 64-61, as we said, 6:09 to play. Men's game coming up here. Men are not playing Holy Cross. Men are playing, that's the women's program. Men are playing Calumet. That'll follow about a half hour after this one is done. Waiting scores for the V-Hawks the same since we last checked. John 13, Tucker 12, Drew 11, Auth 10. Hughes has now got 8. There might be 5 players in double figures for Viterbo at the end of this one. Caldwell's got 36 for Holy Cross. Now shooting 50% from the floor, 11 of 22, 12 of 12 from the line. Hanley's got 18. She's 7 of 8 from the line and has a double-double with 10 rebounds. Oops, that's the wrong score. Sorry about that. All right, it'll be a Holy Cross ball, as we said, down 3 with just over 6 to play. Girl fell down away from the ball. 5-second violation. Couldn't get it in, could Holy Cross. Hanley it was that fell down that time. I didn't see it directly because that was kind of away from the ball. Steele back in, replacing Bitterman. So Bitterman out with the 4 fouls on defense. Kind of playing offense-defense with her already. Inbound to Hughes. Hughes in the front court, got it knocked out of bounds. It'll stay with the V-Hawks. Hughes thought she got fouled that time, but we'll play on. All right, Hughes, Drew will inbound. It's an Auth. Could have been a trap there in the corner, but Steele sticked with her player, Tucker. Has the three-point line to Tecco Foley. To Auth. Auth for 3, left wing 3 off to the left. Might have skinned the rim on the way by. Under 6 to play, still a 3-point game. Hanley with it front court. Had a cutting Caldwell, but we'll try and get a better shot. Then you get a steal on the wheel, nothing there. Caldwell with it, guarded by Auth. Back to Hanley. Hanley spins out of a double team. 10 to shoot. In traffic, loose ball deflection. Drew and a steal by Tecco Foley. All right, V-Hawks have it again up 3. Hughes with a nice feed in traffic. Actually, bad feed in traffic. Got away with a triple team. Auth gets it to Tucker. Hughes on a reset. To Drew. Drew for 3 from the left wing short. Rebound, Tecco Foley tapped it, and kind of a loose ball rebound foul on Holy Cross. That'll be whistled on Hawkins. So Hawkins has got 3. It's the second team foul of the quarter. Not many fouls in this fourth quarter on either side. Inbound on low, Tecco Foley. Hand off to Drew, 6-foot runner good. 66-61 as we're about to pass the midpoint of the fourth quarter. A change of laptop guys here to my right, and a steal. Steal by Auth. The Hawks should make it a 3-possession game with the bucket here. Auth on the drive. Switches to the left hand. Kick back out to Hughes. Lost the handle, but still okay. Plenty of time to shoot. Out on the 10 to shoot. Drew behind the Tucker screen for three. Good. Carly Drew for three. Timeout Viterbo. Full timeout. Back-to-back buckets for Viterbo. They lead 69-61 with about 4.5 minutes to play. Both teams down to 2 timeouts. Arrow favors Viterbo. And both teams a ways away from the double bonus here. 2 fouls in the quarter on St. How many times am I going to do that today? 2 fouls in the quarter on Holy Cross, just 1 in the quarter on the V-Hawks. So Drew now the leading scorer for the V-Hawks after that 3, if I recall correctly. Yep, she's up to 16. Caldwell still at 36. Seen a 44-point game from a high school boy this year, but might be the second leading scorer I've seen in a game this season. Thomas Quinn Gerke had 45 in a high school game I did about 3 weeks ago now. He is actually tied now. He's a junior at Toma, but the Viterbo women's basketball connection there is he's actually tied for, you throw boys and girls together, he's tied now with former V-Hawk Maddie Lindauer for the all-time scoring lead in Toma High School history. Lindauer played for a couple of years and was on Viterbo's last team to make a conference championship game, which would have been in 2020, about a week or two before the virus hit. Drew went down away from the ball, no call. Kick down low to Hanley. Hanley bumped by Teckel. Foley, no call, letting him play in that possession. Rebound V-Hawks, up 8, could make it a double-digit lead here as we're about to pass 4 minutes remaining. Tucker going to fire for 3 to do that. Good. Nora Tucker for 3. 72-61 with under 4 to go. V-Hawks a little spurt here late. 8 straight for the V-Hawks here after Holy Cross got within 3. Caldwell trying to turn the corner and off. Does. Runner short and rebound off. 11-point game, 3:40 to go. V-Hawks starting to look in better shape. Drew now for 3. Another one from the wing short. Rebound Teckel Foley, weak side. Put back, no good, but a foul. Teckel Foley will shoot 2. Toppin will pick up that foul. Third in the quarter. Hughes back in for Auth. John going to check back in here, probably for Teckel Foley as she makes the second. So Drew's got 16, Tucker now 15, 4 of 7 from deep. John's got 13, Auth's got 10. First free throw is good. 73-61. Playing 8 players and a little shorthanded just overall bodies, and Bitterman picking up her 4th foul has certainly hurt the Holy Cross chances. John in for Teckel Foley as she makes them both. 74-61 here. V-Hawks on the verge of putting this one away. 10 straight after Holy Cross had gotten back within 64-61. Caldwell dribbles out of a double team now. Double team deflected by Drew out of bounds. It'll stay with Holy Cross. As we said, men's game against Calumet coming up after this one. Stick around for that. Fake a pass, make a pass to get it in to Talent. Drive down by Caldwell, feeds down low. Shot no good from Hanley. Out of bounds, Caldwell saved it. Out of bounds, it'll stay with Holy Cross. Now, students to my right think this one is over. It's quite over yet. And on to Hanley. Hanley in traffic, got it stolen. Stolen by Hughes, and then a foul. 4th team foul on Holy Cross, so final non-shooting foul of the quarter on Holy Cross. Personal is on Hanley, so Hanley's got 4. Bitterman's got 4. Hawkins has 3. Talent has 4, so they've got 3 girls with 4 and a 4th with 3. Good news as far as having to maybe play with less than 5 is that the V-Hawks have pulled away here, so probably not going to get into super foul and hope mode. That'll be the 5th team foul of the quarter on Holy Cross. Talent will pick that up. Talent has fouled out. So down to 7 available now is Holy Cross. Talent will foul out with, she will finish with no points today. Only took one field goal attempt, couple of rebounds, and an assist for her. Tucker, free throw good. Tucker now and Drew tied with 16 apiece to lead Viterbo. Tucker 15 of those in the second half. She had just one free throw at the half. Tucker makes the second. 76-61. 3 minutes to play. V-Hawks on, I said, just about ready to put this one away. And a steal by Tucker. Threw it back. Threw it away from underneath the opponent's bucket, which is always a good thing. Drive now by Caldwell, no good. John battling for the rebound. Hackelman came out of there with it, and she is fouled. Young man here with a green hat and draped in the American flag, getting his money's worth this afternoon. Foul is the second team foul of the quarter, third personal on Kirajan. Inbound to Caldwell. She'll fire for three. Long. Rebound battled for, and another foul on the V-Hawks. Hughes will pick up that foul after Toppin got the rebound. V-Hawks have done a better job in this fourth quarter of stop fouling. They picked up a couple here in about a 15-second span. Hey, didn't know Jordan Scar. You'd think he's a 15, 20, or 25-year grizzled coaching veteran with that advice, but it worked. And now we'll get a foul here on Drew. V-Hawks have picked up 3 fouls here in about 20 seconds after committing one in the first 7 minutes of the fourth quarter. That is the fourth team foul, and that will put bonus both ways, 2 shots, everything the rest of the way. Inbound to Toppin. Hanley drives right side of the lane. Layup is up and good. 76-63, clock running, 2.5 to go. Hughes will advance into the front court. Gets it to John. John, a nice running cut to the bucket. Fouled, will shoot 2. That will be on Toppin, I believe. Toppin has fouled out. All right, Toppin fouls out for Holy Cross. She did not score today either. Missed 4 field goal attempts, missed a couple threes, did have 4 rebounds. So they are down to 6 players as Holy Cross. Bitterman's got 4, Hanley's in with 4. John misses the free throw. Makes the second, 77-63. Like I said, I think the good news as far as maybe having to finish with 4, we'll get a timeout Holy Cross after the front court advance. 2:22 to play. V-Hawks up 77-63 and looking in pretty good shape here to get the 6th seed for the conference tournament on the road on Tuesday night. I guess I didn't look at this. Let's see if I can. Wish I could find this without losing my live stats. Let's see if I can find those standings quickly and maybe take a look and see who the V-Hawks potentially could play on the road on Tuesday night. Assuming they hold on, they'll be the 6th seed. Oh, wait, I got standings in front of me. There we go. Hang on. Forgot I got them on the printed roster here. I was going to look for them on the internet. IU South Bend would be, looks like they would be the most probable opponent right now. They're 15-4 and in 3rd place. If it stays with that, V-Hawks lost twice to IU South Bend. Lost to them 78-72 at home. I don't think I did that game. And then lost at IU South Bend 95-84. That would have been a week ago. So if it's IU South Bend, team they've lost to twice. That's assuming they hold on, and they're looking pretty good here, up 14 with 2:22 to play. Students still think that game's over. Backdoor cut by Caldwell, kicked by Drew. He'll stay with Holy Cross. They'll inbound on the baseline now. Still 21 to shoot. Get my live stats back here as well, which we're going to get you a good rundown after the game. Caldwell, short shot, runner, no good. Rebound, Drew. Bucket here may do this officially. 14-point game, about to pass, 2 minutes remaining. Hughes will advance it up the sideline. Trap gets it to Drew as we pass 2 minutes remaining. Drew going to fire for 3. Why not? Short. Rebound down to Holy Cross and Hackelman. And bucket good that time. I apologize. I missed who scored it. Steele with that bucket. 77-65, $1:40 to go. Going to take the foul. Trying to take the foul. Does take the foul, does Caldwell. Don't recall Caldwell being one of the players that was in serious foul trouble. 2 shots here coming. V-Hawks going to sub in a bunch of seniors, so the V-Hawks look like they think they're in pretty good shape. Stefferud Jacobson, Abby Ward, senior. 23, Ashley Nikolai, senior. And with one of the underclassmen, Drew, shooting, we got another senior at the table. Free throw good, 78-65. So V-Hawks like they've got this one in the bank. Well, you can always re-sub here. St. Francis, or 20th time today. If Holy Cross does something unusual here down the stretch, as Drew makes them both. And one of the other seniors will check in. That is Lydia Niederstadt. So all seniors here on the floor on senior day. 78-65, buck and a half to play. 3 now on the way from Caldwell, short. Stefferud will chase down the rebound, knock their teammate Jacobson down. Jacobson has been the third point guard throughout the last couple of years. Will throw it in the front court and threw it away. Turnover Steele. Steele headman it to Caldwell. Caldwell's bucket good and a foul. Light foul that time by Jacobson. Last thing you'd want to do there if you're the V-Hawks. Still in good shape, 79-67 with a buck 16 to play. Caldwell now with 38 in the ball game. You know, you make another play or two, maybe get into foul and hope. Caldwell makes the free throw, 3-point play, buck 16 to go. The Hawks up 11. Get it in and nearly threw it away. Pasak with it in the corner. The Hawks have timeouts remaining. They'll pick up a foul. Caldwell will pick up that foul. Caldwell's only got one. Hanley and Bitterman on their 2 right now on the floor with 4 fouls each. No, that's not correct. Yeah, Talent fouled out. Somebody else fouled out. Pasak gets a free throw here on her senior day, 80-68, buck 12 to play. Now, Stefferud, Jacobson, Niederstadt, Ward, and Nikolai, the 5 on the floor here on senior day. All 5 seniors, 5 of the 6 available seniors for the V-Hawks. Caldwell would have gone over 40 had she made that one. Missed it, no good. Rebound is stolen. Stolen by Hackelman. Down low, short shot is up, no good. Battle for the rebound and a shoving foul that time on Hawkins. So this will be Abby Ward that will shoot 2. I think I had the right 4. Stefferud, Jacobson, Niederstadt, Ward, and Nikolai. And now the 6th senior Pasak will check in. So 2 free throws here on the way from Ward, and the first one is short. Hometowns here. Stefford, I think we mentioned these all before. Let's do it again. Stefford from Champlin, Minnesota. Jacobson from Bangor. Niederstadt from Rochester. Ward from Marshall, which is east of Madison, as she misses them both. Nikolai from Melrose and Pasak from Poland. Drive, runner, steal, nope, kick across to Hackelman. She got fouled. Easy call there on Niederstadt. 42 seconds to play, 81-68. Been a long ball game here. Had that delay in the first half of the clock. Been a lot of fouls in this game. Been over a 2-hour ball game. Free throw good from Hackelman. We'll get you some full stats after the game, and hopefully we will have some time to be joined by V-Hawks head coach Jordan Scar. Second free throw no good from Hackelman. Rebound chased down in the corner. We get a foul in the corner. I think we did. I think it's going to say out of bounds. Well, they are going to whistle a foul on Stefferud. So 2 free throws here for Steele. 81-69, 40 seconds to play. So it's been a long ball game here, and some late fouls is kind of adding to it. Everybody in this roster here from the Midwest, everybody but Indiana, from other than Betterman, is from Cleves, Ohio. Not familiar with where that is. I have a sister that lives in Ohio, so semi-familiar with that. Near turnover here, but chased down by Niederstadt. And we'll get a timeout, Viterbo. 30-second timeout, 33 seconds to play. I mean, not over, but close to over. 81-70, 33 seconds left. So barring some interesting stuff here down the stretch. Caldwell has 39. Hanley's got 20 and 11. Caldwell's got a double now, 39 and 10. Hanley with a double, 20 and 11. They've got 59 of the 70 for Holy Cross. 4 in double figures likely for Viterbo. Drew 18, Tucker 17, 16 in the second half. 14 for John, did not miss a field goal attempt today. Auth with 10. Tucker, the best three-point shooter today of that group, 4 of 7 from deep. Drew 4 of 10, Auth 2 of 5, so good shooting from deep from all of those three. All right, 33 seconds to play. Inbound here. Drive by Niederstadt, scoops it down low to Steffrud. Nice left-handed jump hook, good. But Gina Steffrud will get a bucket here on senior day. Good for her. 83-70, under 25 to play. 3 now on the way is Long. Rebound tapped out all the way into the backcourt. That should be off of Holy Cross, and it will be. The Vhawks here just have to run out the clock. 83-70 looks like it's going to be the final here, and the Vhawks will get the win on senior day. Scrambling for an inbound, gets it down low to Niederstadt. Scramble for the ball into the corner. Going to take a three from the corner as Abby Ward makes it. Good to see Abby Ward and Gina Steffrud get a bucket here late. 86-70. Drive now by Caldwell. Caldwell will go to the line. Caldwell's got a free throw here. Kind of a nice side story. If she makes 1 of 2 here, she will finish with 40 today. The Hawks going to win the ball game here, up 86-70 with 5 seconds to go. But Caldwell here, 2 free throws, 1 of 2 to make 40, and she's got 40 today. On a perfect day so far from the foul line, 14 of 14 from the line. And 15 of 15 from the line. She'll finish with 41. The Hawks will get it into Pasak. Pasak will dribble it out here, and the Vhawks will win this one. Senior day win for the Vhawks. They beat Holy Cross 86-72. We're up 10 at the half. We're up 8 after 3, and they win this one by 14. So Vhawks will finish regular season play over 500 at 14 and 13. They'll finish Chicagoland play in 12 and 8. They'll be the 6th seed for the conference tournament. They'll be on the road on Tuesday. Third place team in the standings going into the final day is Indiana South Bend. Lost to them twice in the regular season, but both competitive games. Holy Cross will finish the regular season 15 and 13 and 11 and 9 in Chicagoland play. They will be the 7 or 8 seed in the conference tournament. Them and St. Ambrose will be the 7 and 8 seeds in this conference tournament. I think there's anything else besides stats we need to pass along here. Start with team stats first. The Hawks shoot 41% for the game, 28 of 68. Holy Cross shot 21 of 60. The Hawks much better from three-point range, 13 of 27, 48%. Holy Cross just 3 of 15, 20%. Free throws evened up a lot there late in the game as St. Francis as Holy Cross started finishing a lot more. Why did it all game? Why not do it in the post game too? Holy Cross finished 27 of 33 from the line. The Hawks finished 17 of 26. 15 turnovers for Holy Cross, 12 for the Vhawks. Holy Cross out-rebounded them 40-30, including 16-13 on the offensive end. Not a lot of assists on either side. 40 combined fouls in the game. The Hawks better off the bench. They outscored them 26-6 off the bench in the game. Individually, as we'll give Viterbo head coach Jordan Scar a few minutes to join us after the ball game. Carly Drew leads the Vhawks today with 18. 4 of 10 from deep. 4 rebounds for her. Nora Tucker had 17, 16 in the second half. 4 of 7 from deep, 3 of 4 from the line, 3 rebounds. Kira John finished with 14, 6 of 6 from the field, 4 rebounds. Chloe Auth had 10, 2 of 5 from deep, 5 rebounds, 3 assists for her. 8 for Marley Hughes, 4 rebounds, 7 for Pirla Teco Foley, 3 of 4 from the line. That's a good day for her from the line, 5 rebounds. Shayna Williamson had a 3 and a couple of rebounds. Abby Ward had a late 3. CeCe Davis had a bucket, couple of rebounds. Gina Steffrud had a late bucket. Ashley Nikolai made a couple of free throws. So 3 of the 6 seniors for Viterbo here. Steffrud, Nikolai, and Ward all had points here late in the ballgame on senior day. Good for those 3. And the other 3 seniors all did get to play. We need to wrap up. Can I wait for Jordan? We need to wrap up.
Probably going to flip it over.
Okay. We're going to wrap things up here. I think I got everything I wanted stats-wise individually for Viterbo and team stats, so I've gotten the order. We're going to wrap things up. Final score this afternoon. V-Hawks win this one 86-72 on Senior Day. They're the 6th seed in the conference tournament. They'll open on the road on Tuesday night. As of now, subject to change based on today's results, looks like they will open up at Indiana South Bend on Tuesday night in Chicagoland play. Craig Otto signing off. Men's game in about 20 minutes. Hopefully everybody back then. Good afternoon, everybody.